Coming down the tunnel earlier, the Hornets getting mentally prepared. I know the home fans are prepared as well. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table. And look at the 76ers starting group. The machine is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Embiid. Then it's George. And it's Yabusele in at the power forward. And for the Hornets, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Nurkic, and it's Okogie in at small forward. Taking a look at Charlotte. This is probably their last game in the NBA Cup. They have a 1-2 record in the group stage.
And even with a win, I don't think they'll advance. So tonight is all about the regular season for these home fans.
And as for the 76ers, remember now, this is their last group stage game in the Cup. They're sitting at 2-1.
So to advance into the quarterfinals, they have to win here on the road. This is a major test for this team.
And that one's good, Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Bridges. A three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Right side Maxey. Passes to Yabusele. Here's the machine. Pass to George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
They throw good, Paul George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And both free throws good for Paul George. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Miller outside. Now the pass to Bridges. Misses the three. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Embiid, the pass to the machine. Here's Yabusele. Defended by Bridges. Yabusele can't hit. Charlotte is gone 0-2 from deep here. A putback.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
And the 76ers with possession. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
There's Embiid, and he makes good on the layup.
And right there, Embiid showing he's just too big and too skilled to stop.
Ball kicks to Bridges. Poked loose. Paul George with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And he goes right over Miles Bridges and slams it down.
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Ball no good.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
The machine passes to Embiid. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Number
Not hard to
22.
see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Okogie, defended by George. Nurkic, no good on that one. Good D by Embiid. Here's Maxey. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Shots good by Miller.
And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
It's George on the wing. Pass to the machine. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. And the rebound by Nurkic.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Maxey looking it over. Now, here's George. Defense right on him. Count it. Good. George has got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. LaMelo Ball came in like a storm into this NBA doors, but hasn't been able to stay healthy since.
It's so true, Kevin, and that's unfortunate because the skill is apparent every time he plays. He's a game changer with his size and his playmaking. The NBA is better off because of the flair and the style he brings when he is healthy.
Mark Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Trey Mann comes in for Josh Okogie. Here's Grimes. And the basket is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Maxey against Ball. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's the machine, defended by Mann, and stolen by Miller. Right side, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
Here's Maxey. Outside, George. Here's the machine, defended by Mann. Shot by Grimes, no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets, trailing by 5. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their...
The 76ers leading by 6. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Tyrese Maxey out there with the machine. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Embiid. And it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
You know, Greg, the one thing you love about the NBA Cup tournament, it makes these early regular season meetings matter much more than they used to.
A win is a win in the regular season, right? But you can never have that taken from you. But you do have an extra layer of intrigue in these games with the NBA Cup going on.
Ball with it. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Miller outside. Wide open look. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Miller's got his second bucket.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Edwards' shot is good.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Ball, the pass to Okogie. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. On the wing, Miller. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Atlanta. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries.
Now, how about this move by Miller, using the pick and roll to create some space for himself?
Here's the machine. No scoring in this one. And stolen by Williams. Miller inside. And that one, good.
And more than just a jump shooter. Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Maxey gets to Yabusele. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Maxey against Ball. Maxey, no good. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Miller. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. 76ers shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Embiid trying to break loose. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Maxey.
Tyrese
Edwards got 5 now.
Yeah, spotting the open teammate there. Nice work by Maxey.
Now the 76ers on the break. From past the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Maxey.
And now an 8-point Philadelphia lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal. Just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Paul George is checked in for the 76ers. Here's the machine. Still scoreless. Now here's Embiid. 6 to shoot. Here's the machine. Back to Embiid. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, LaMelo Ball.
They say defense wins championships. Well, it also wins awards, and his defense during this stretch has been nothing short of jaw-dropping. He has been disruptive with his challenges and has accounted for a metric ton of turnovers with his ball hockey. You have to give it up to this man.
That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Miller. Outside, Maxey passes it to the machine. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the 76ers lead by 8. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Ball dishes to Williams. And it's the machine with the rebound. Philadelphia's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
And here is Ball. Providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Pass to Miller. Here's Okogie. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nurkic. Miles Bridges comes in for Grant Williams. And it's Trey Mann in for Josh Okogie.
Miles Bridges getting more and more audacious from the three-point line. We see you, sir.
And you know, Brandon Miller may not have the experience Doris so far in the NBA, but boy, does he have a feel for the game.
And Kevin, that to me is something you can't teach. The ability at a young age to read situations well. He can mix his pace. He can create his own space for his shot. The game has already seemed to slow down for this young guy.
Here's Ball on the wing, man. And the 3 off target. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Miller. And the layup's good off the glass. Miller's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Grimes passes to the machine. Something that helps up the ante for these NBA Cup games is that all of the tournament games are nationally televised. That's some added value and motivation for these squads.
Yeah, no one wants to perform poorly in front of a national audience. This is a chance early in the season to show everyone what you're about as a team and why you must be taken seriously.
Smith checked in for Charlotte. Paul George with the steal. Here's Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
Terrific activity from Paul George. Sticks his long arms in and mucks up the passing lanes.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for the 76ers. And as we check out,
Substitution.
it's Philadelphia. 13 points up at the end of
With the score, your Charlotte team, 37. The 76ers, 50.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Nurkic is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 15. Outside, Ball. The pass to Okogie. Bridges left side. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers leading by 15. Outside, George. Pass to the machine. Out to the right wing. Here's Yabusele. He has yet to score. With the clock winding down, and the dunk by Embiid.
It just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
Miller outside, passes it to Ball. Puts up a 3. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got 3 assists in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And that one's good, Maxey.
And you pretty much count on
Number
Maxey to
22.
find shots. He does his job out there.
Ball against Maxey. Pass to the machine. Back to Maxey. And the rebound by Nurkic. Hornets trail by 16. To the inside, Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Combined strength, athleticism, unbelievable hops. Miles Bridges, yes sir.
Yabusele passes to the machine. To the middle. Outside, Maxey. Here's Embiid. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Okogie, the pass to Ball. Here's Okogie. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. He dishes it to Ball. Over George. Ball, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Maxey, and it's blocked.
Oh, Josh Okogie putting all that athleticism to good use there on the defensive end.
Williams is checked in for Miles Bridges. And the 76ers also making a change. Edwards is checked in. Here's the machine. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Maxey in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Ball. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Here's Okogie. No good that time. Great D that time from Edwards. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Miller, no luck. Philadelphia leading by 18. Now Maxey. He's got 15. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, my goodness. Great timing on the rejection by Nurkic. Such good defense there.
Here's Ball. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Ball's got 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Inside. The machine. That's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Ball with it. Now defended by Embiid. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistleblower. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margin.
And Philadelphia has possession. They led by as many as 18 points. Taking a look at the 76ers. Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele. And it's the machine. Then there's Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 3, the small forward. Yes, that goes in. Maxey's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the 76ers. Here's Mann. He's covered by Maxey. Embiid against Williams. And here's Miller outside. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Basket good. Maxey's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Williams. Out to Bridges. The pass to Mann. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. Down low. Yabusele. And that one is stuffed right through.
Assist goes to
Flying high and
2.
throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Mann. He's covered by Maxey. Miller outside. For 3, Okogie. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got assist number 5 here tonight. Up top, Maxey. Defended by Mann. Maxey passes to the machine. Pass to Grimes. Here's the machine, covered by Miller. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Wednesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against Chicago, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And now Philadelphia on the break. And it's the machine missing. Hornets trail by 15. Here's Okogie. Lays it up off the glass. Okogie's got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, look at the footwork from Josh Okogie. Great stuff near the bucket.
Here's Yabusele. Defended by Bridges. Nice shot by Yabusele.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And the Hornets call time here. Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously, it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be better?
And Philadelphia making a change here. George is checked in. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. He told his team they're being too reckless with the ball. He said, you're turning it over left and right. You got to be smarter and more in control out there. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. 76ers moving the ball around. Outside, Maxey. That one goes. Count it. Maxey's got 21 in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Bridges inside. Guarded by Embiid.
He's so agile at 7 feet. Embiid covers a lot of territory.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Ball's checked in for Trey Mann. Ball finds Williams. Here's Okogie, defended by George. And the rejection by Embiid.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Deep two from Ball. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
LaMelo Ball able off the dribble to get into that jumper so fluidly there.
The machine. That one's not going to go. Williams with the defensive effort. Miller, right side. Steps back and shoots. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's the machine, covered by Miller. Embiid, the pass to the machine. That's him, coming off the assist from Embiid. That's 7 points for the machine.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Ball. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 17. Maxey passes to the machine. To the inside. Tries from 7. Again, Philadelphia.
They own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Hornets call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Tyrese Maxey.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Tyrese Maxey.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Bridges misses. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Passes to the machine.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Yabusele. Here's the machine, covered by Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The machine passes to Yabusele. Shoots over Nurkic. They get it again. Feeds to Embiid. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. Now
Assist
shooting
from
5 for 8.
Number 22.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Ball against Maxey. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew.